Ferdinand Magellan, born around 1480 in the small town of Sabrosa in northern Portugal, was one of the most influential explorers of the Age of Exploration. Coming from a noble family, Magellan grew up with access to education and connections that allowed him to pursue a career in the royal service. As a young man, he became a page at the court of King John II of Portugal, where he received training in navigation, cartography, and maritime warfare. His early experiences in the royal household ignited his fascination with exploration and adventure. Magellan later participated in Portuguese expeditions to the East Indies and served in military campaigns in India and Malaysia, where he gained first-hand knowledge of the lucrative spice trade and the potential wealth it offered. These voyages also provided him with a deep understanding of maritime routes and ship command, as well as exposure to different cultures and navigational challenges. Despite his accomplishments, Magellan fell out of favor with the Portuguese king after disputes over his requests for greater recognition and rewards for his services. Frustrated by this lack of support, he renounced his Portuguese allegiance and turned to Spain, where King Charles I, later Emperor Charles V, welcomed his proposal to find a western route to the Spice Islands, or the Moluccas, in modern-day Indonesia. At the time, the Treaty of Tordesillas had divided the world between Portugal and Spain, giving Portugal control over eastern routes around Africa. Magellan's proposal to sail westward promised Spain access to the spice trade without violating the treaty. In 1519, Magellan embarked on his historic expedition with 5 ships, the Trinidad, San Antonio, Concepcion, Victoria, and Santiago, and a multinational crew of approximately 270 men. Departing from Seville, Spain, the fleet sailed across the Atlantic Ocean, reaching South America after several weeks at sea. Magellan explored the coast in search of a passage to the Pacific Ocean, enduring harsh weather and navigational challenges. He eventually discovered a narrow and treacherous waterway at the southern tip of the continent, now known as the Strait of Magellan. The crossing was perilous, with strong currents and unpredictable winds, but it provided access to the vast Pacific Ocean. This discovery marked a monumental achievement in maritime exploration. The fleet then ventured across the Pacific, a journey that tested the crew's endurance. With no prior knowledge of the ocean's size, the sailors faced months of starvation, scurvy, and despair. Many died during the crossing, but Magellan's leadership and determination kept the survivors focused on their goal. After more than 3 months, they finally reached the Mariana Islands and later the Philippines in 1521. In the Philippines, Magellan sought to establish Spanish influence and convert the local population to Christianity. He successfully converted several chiefs, including Raja Humabon of Cebu, but his involvement in local conflicts proved fatal. Magellan was killed on April 27, 1521, during the Battle of Mactan, led by the warrior chief Lapu-Lapu, who resisted Spanish domination. Although Magellan did not live to see the completion of the voyage, his crew pressed on under the command of Juan Sebastián Elcano. The expedition continued through the Spice Islands, where they loaded valuable cargo before beginning the arduous journey back to Spain. Of the original 5 ships, only one, the Victoria, returned to Spain in 1522 with just 18 survivors, completing the first circumnavigation of the Earth. This remarkable achievement provided irrefutable proof that the Earth is round and far larger than previously believed, reshaping European perceptions of geography and global trade routes. Magellan's legacy endures as one of the most daring and transformative voyages in human history. His expedition demonstrated the vastness of the world's oceans, the interconnectedness of distant lands, and the challenges of global navigation. It also opened the door for future explorers and laid the foundation for the expansion of European empires, while highlighting the complexities of cross-cultural encounters and the costs of exploration. Magellan is remembered not only for his vision and courage but also for his contributions to the advancement of navigation and maritime exploration, securing his place as one of history's greatest explorers.